Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB. Just about set to go down. Now, our starting pitcher in this one, Logan Webb. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Nice grab.
Well, 2 goals when you've got the go-ahead run at the plate. Keep him in the ballpark, and then second, keep him off base. Well, that diving stop right there does just that. Excellent job.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Chris, one interesting note, Logan Webb is considered legally blind because of an astigmatism. Causes blurred vision.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be able to tell as dominant as he's been on the mound, that's for sure.
Next offering is in for a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Big time power. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Chris, how about the pressure for Judge chasing Maris's mark when you get to a place in the year that you're either homering or your at bat was a failure? Pickoff move to first. Oh, they got him leaning. He's out.
So much for the first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
Just difficult. I mean, and this is such a team player type of person in Aaron Judge. It's interesting just the dynamic of him having the opportunity to tie and break that record, but also being so focused on getting the W for his club, because nothing matters more in New York than a World Series championship.
Paul Goldschmidt to bat next. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over break.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at Oracle Park, towing the slab in today's game, Garrett Cole. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Yeah, and when he's on, he's a real treat to watch. I become a fan myself. You know, he often takes the pressure off of his hitters to score a lot of runs, but they have to be careful to not just go into a slumber. They've got to put up some runs, make it a little bit easier for this guy so he doesn't have to battle every time that he's out there. No one should be surprised, though, if he settles in and takes control of the game and throws a shutout.
The wide to kick the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Next pitch off the plate. Ball 1. In the dirt. Over to Goldie. One up, one down.
Batting second, the first baseman.
Here's Rafael Devers. That one ripped. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Here's the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 2 now. Got him swinging. Giants go down quietly, scoreless after 1. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And the first offering is not close. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. Smash to the left side. And a quick out, number 1.
That is good. The designated hitter, Jason.
So now the DH spot, Jason Dominguez. Check swing, went around. It's 0-1. And a strike. And the 0-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Devers pulls that one down, and there's 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And a good eye there. On the ground, right side. Gathers and throws to first. That takes care of Grisham. That ends the frame. So the Yanks go in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. And a pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Garrett Cole, Chris, a guy who was the first overall pick out of UCLA in 2011, and he's turned into one of the best starters in baseball.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how things came full circle for him. Drafted by the Yankees out of high school, didn't sign, as you said, went to UCLA, and now pitching the #1 guy in the rotation for New York.
The wind and the pitch. Close, but called a ball. 2-1. And he married another UCLA player's sister, Brandon Crawford. He's married to Brandon's sister, Amy. And now it's filled up. And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one's in there. That's strike one. One down, base is empty. Good eye in that spot. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
2-1. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Fergalicious.
2-2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Second inning here, no score. Next pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 3. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
The 1-0. Fought off foul. Two outs. Fly ball down the line. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. First pitch doesn't find the zone. McMahon getting the start at third, 28 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2013. And the 1-0.
That's the ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Fly ball down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. And that is gone. Ryan McMahon leaves the yard. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
And the batter now, Anthony Volpe. In there, and it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that one fouled off. Kicks and deals. Strikes and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Austin Wells will hit next. That misses. Ball one.
1-0.
And the righty deals. And it's fouled away. The 1-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that one almost got him.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Ahmed settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And that's in there for strike one. You know, it's no surprise that Jazz Chisholm Jr. is good at baseball. His grandmother, Patricia Coakley, actually played shortstop for the Bahamian national softball team. And get this, she didn't retire until her 60th birthday. She started to play. Well, he settles under it in left, and that will end the inning. Yankees draw first blood on a solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And now Bader up to the plate. And here it comes. That's in there. Bader, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 7th in today's lineup. And they traded for him earlier this year. Now 1-1. The 1-1. They say you win. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. First offering misses the mark. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. And that one is inside. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The pitch. Now a fly ball to right center. Judge getting an angle on it. Snags it on the run. That's out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now Patrick Bailey. Check swing. He went 0-1. The wind of the pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Going to count 1-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that ends the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1. Back here in San Francisco. And now the right fielder, Cody Bellinger. Right side, hard hit. Arise on to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The center fielder, number 99, Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. On the ground. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. Liner, base hit.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
2 outs, runner at first. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. First pitch, and he just misses. Goldie, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now 2-0. And there's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Here's a 3-0. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. The Yanks lead 1. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Luis Arise stands in. The pitch. That one missing inside.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Next one in the dirt. Got him. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Devers now. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. Chris, you ready for a nugget?
Ready.
Rafael Devers homered in 3 straight games against the Yankees before he turned 21. The only other player to do that, Babe Ruth. On the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Nick Ahmed here to hit. First pitch just misses. There's a strike. On the ground to short, Volpe. Inning over. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Oracle Park, here's the left fielder, Trent Grisham. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. And strike 2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Oh, 0-2 now. Just missed.
It's a good take.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Righty to the plate. Swing and a foul straight back. And a pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's one down. So digging in, Anthony Volpe went down on strikes his first time through. Webb checks over to first, and he's back. Ball 1 low. That one missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Kicks and fires. Check swing, no appeal. There's the strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Grisham leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
On the ground, could be two. To second, that's one. And that's two. Offense held in check there. Home half of the fifth coming up. Yankees 1 and the Giants nothing. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Matt Chapman. That misses, and that's ball one. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. And that's too high. Check swing, appeal to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing, and he held up.
One ball, no strike.
The Giants, the 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Ball one there.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. That one hit to right. Bellinger drifts towards it. And that is that. Giants down in order. They're down 1-0. Back here in San Francisco. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Wells measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2020. Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Righty delivers. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He really stung that pitch and drove it deep, but pretty surprised he didn't end up on second base right there. I think he probably should have. But you know what? We'll give credit to the defense for holding him to a long single.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Some nuggets on Jazz Chisholm. He's from the Bahamas, and he was born in 1998. Signed with the Diamondbacks in 2015. Before he can make his major league debut, though, Arizona traded Jazz to Miami for Zach Gallen. He made his debut the following season, and then in 2022, he became an all-star. Ball and a strike. And another ball.
He also became the first player from the Bahamas to play a game at shortstop in the bigs since Andre Rogers in 1967. You know, Rogers was the first big leaguer from the Bahamas. Started to play shortstop for the Cubs when Ernie Banks moved to first base.
The pitch. And he walked him.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 for 2. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Now the 0-1. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Got him. 1 out.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
It's Aaron Judge now. And a foul ball. Wells on second. Chisholm over at first with 1 away. That pitch in for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
There comes an 0-2 to Judge. On the ground to third, might be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. Yankees 1 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back. Digging in, Harrison Bader. Cole back to work. There's a strike. And now the count is even.
1-1.
Next offering misses down and away. Ground ball up the middle. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Now back, the designated hitter,
Wilmer Flores now at the plate. And that's outside. Flores in his 10th season, 31 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Check swing, no appeal. 2-1. Popped up. Chisholm has a beat on it. Snags it for the second out.
the catcher number 14,
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. First time up was a pop out. To third. Over to Goldie. And that will end the inning. Giants go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's Paul Goldschmidt. The right-hander back to work. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Up the middle, and it gets by him.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
In now is the Yankees DH, Jason Dominguez. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Goldie around second, headed for third. In to score from first, and they lead by 2. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Here comes Gabe Kapler to the mound, and he's going to take the baseball from his starter. Logan Webb won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Matthew Liberatore on to pitch here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now here is Trent Grisham. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The 1-0.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Sets him down on strikes. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. The 0-1. And that one is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Left-hand hitter waits. Ripped to first. Caught. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch swinging. And here it comes. And that's outside. And it's 1-1. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. The next offering misses. And that's ball 3. Austin Wells in the on-deck circle. Here comes a pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal, because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
Wells, the next to hit, takes outside. Next pitch misses. 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Dominguez on third. Volpe at first. 2 out of the inning. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. But an RBI triple gets the Yankees a run. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the 7th. Now here is Luis Arias. And a pitch. Swings through that one.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Next offering is down low.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
In there. And so now 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. The wide to kick the pitch. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. A big first out.
Setting the table when you got a tight game like this, so a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. First pitch, not close. And that's in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The wind of the pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
And down on strikes he goes. 2 away.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering misses. Ball 2. Strike 2.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They trail it here 2. Ready to begin the 8th. Now at the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And now the lefty. Line drive. Dives, can't get it. It's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Up next.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Cody Bellinger. Clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The 0-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it on his own. First out in the top of the 8th.
The center fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And Judge spoils that one. Next one misses, and that's ball 2. Chisholm takes his lead at third with 1 away. And fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 2-2. And that one missing low. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Goldie in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And 1-2.
1-2.
That one out to right. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. 1 for 3. Ball 1, no strikes. The pitch. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Ramos ranges to his right. Oh, he brought it back. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. Bottom of the 8th at the plate. Matt Chapman. And the right-hander back to work. In the air, left side. And there's one down. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Lee, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid.
Oh, and he was just 5 outs away from the no-hitter, Boog. Heck of a game he's had, an excellent performance, but now he's got to get right back to attacking the next guy.
And up next for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. That one's in there, 0-1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one ripped, but foul. And the righty deals. And takes low for ball 1.
1-2.
The pitch. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. 9th inning coming up. Yankees 3 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back. Now the left fielder, Trent Grisham. The wind and the pitch. In for a strike, 0-1.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
The 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Oh, 0-2 now. And ball 1. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Left-hand batter waits.
2-2.
And now it's filled up. That's a laser base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So a man aboard, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. He's already homered in this game. In there for strike 1. And the pitch. Grisham at second with nobody out.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Runner leads away at second. The punch out there, not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Big, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break off a curveball like that and completely lock a hitter up, especially on the front door. Listen, I've been on the receiving side of that. It's not a good feeling, but that's really good pitching right there.
Inside, and it hit him.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. First offering misses the mark. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here's a 1-1. Out towards right center field. Lee moving back for this one. Makes the grab. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. First and second, 2 down. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well. The
next offering misses. 2-2. In the air, center field. Bader makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. So bottom of the ninth, and now Harrison Bader. Cole back to work. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And up next for the Giants, Wilmer Flores. Pop foul out of play off to the right. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
And here is Patrick Bailey. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something was.
To the right side, Chisholm. Throw to first, ball game. And the Yankees get a shutout on the mound.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
A shutout.